You like them. You notice every message, every glance, every time they say your name. And you start to wonder, do they like you back? But sometimes, feelings aren't mutual. And the heartbreaking part is, you might be holding on to hope for something that they only see as friendship. In this video, we'll explore 6 signs that your crush only sees you as a friend. Not to make you give up, but to help you see clearly, understand your heart, and know when it's time to move forward or gently let go. 1. They always talk to you about the person they like. This isn't just the first sign, it's the softest but sharpest cut. You're crushing on them. But what about them? They're telling you all about someone else they're crushing on. And no, they're not trying to make you jealous. They're not testing the waters. They honestly don't think you have feelings for them, or worse, they do know and are gently trying to send you a message. I like someone, and it's not you. You smile. You nod. You give advice like a good friend. But inside, you're holding back a storm. The truth is, backhand index pointing right, when someone truly likes you, they rarely talk freely about their romantic interest in someone else right in front of you. Backhand index pointing right, but if they see you as an emotional teammate, then chances are, you've already been gently placed in the friend zone, without a word being said. The most painful part isn't that they don't like you. It's that they believe you're okay standing on the sidelines of their life, as just a friend. 2. They're always there for you, but only as a really good friend. You text, they reply. You need help, they show up. You're tired, they listen with care. All of this gives you hope. You think, if they don't like me, why do they care so much? But then you wait for more, a flirty hint, a lingering look, a moment that crosses the line between just friends and maybe something more. And nothing. Every conversation is sweet, but harmless. Every hangout is fun, but electricity free. It's like the perfect relationship, except it's not love. That's when you get confused. They're so good to you, but it feels too safe. They make you feel cared for, but never nervous in a good way. Backhand index pointing right, here's the key difference. Someone who likes you will naturally break a few boundaries, with their words, eyes, or gestures that feel warmer than friendship. But if everything always stays cute and considerate, you might just be the amazing friend they never think of that way. 3. They tell you about their crush, and sadly, it's not you. You sit next to them, heart pounding, hoping for a small sign, a look, a gesture, anything to show that you're special to them too. And then, they lean in, excitement in their voice. Hey, I think I have a crush on someone. Your heart freezes. You swallow the disappointment, force a smile, and nod. Oh, yeah? Tell me more. You listen to how someone's eyes made their heart flutter, to how a text made them smile like an idiot. You pretend to be okay, but deep down, there's a storm. Because if they truly liked you, they wouldn't make you their go-to person for talking about someone else they're into. They wouldn't so easily open up, because part of them would fear hurting you. Love, when it's real, always comes with a bit of nervous energy. A bit of hesitation. A bit of awkwardness when talking about other people, especially around someone you secretly like. Backhand index pointing right, but if they can say it too easily, too casually, then in their mind, you're a wonderful friend, trustworthy, close, easy to talk to. But not the person they want to hold hands with on a rainy afternoon. 4. They subtly mention boundaries, and you realize your heart was never invited inside. Sometimes, they don't need to say the words "I only see you as a friend." But the way they talk about your relationship already holds the answer. Things like, I'm so glad I have you. I'd have no one to vent to when I'm tired of dating. You're like the brother/sister I never had. I hope I end up with someone like you someday, kind, thoughtful, just the perfect best friend. It sounds sweet, right? But every word is like a gentle period, slowly ending the sentence you were hoping for. Because when they start defining your role in their life, using words like sibling, best friend, or emotional backup, they're quietly drawing a circle and placing you outside the bounds of love. Round pushpin. The truth is, someone who truly likes you won't assign you such clear labels so easily. They're confused. They hesitate. They're scared of messing up what already exists. But if they confidently say, "There's nothing more between us," it's probably because they've already made peace with that decision inside. Sparkles, if you find yourself standing outside that circle, please don't blame yourself. You weren't wrong for loving someone. But you deserve someone who, when they imagine a special connection, the first name that comes to mind is yours. 5. They talk about their crush, without realizing your heart is quietly breaking. You're sitting there, smiling, nodding, pretending to be unbothered, while they go on and on about someone who makes their heart flutter, eyes lit up, voice full of excitement. "We texted all night, it was so fun. Do you think they might like me back? If they asked me out, should I say yes?" They tell you everything, as if you're their closest friend in this romantic journey, unaware that every word they speak is a soft, quiet cut to your heart. Brain, and what hurts the most isn't that they like someone else. It's that they believe, without a doubt, that you could never be that person. That among all the possibilities in the world, they've already ruled you out, casually, unconsciously. And you? You smile. You listen. You give advice, while deep inside, all you want to ask is, why not me? Have you ever even considered me, just a little? Round pushpin. If you've ever been in that place, please remember this. You are not weak for feeling hurt. You're just loving, silently, and more bravely than you realize. But you also deserve a love where you're not just listening to their story. You deserve to be part of it, as the main character. 6. You're the one they run to when they're sad, but not the one they think of when they're happy. They text you at 2 a.m. when their world feels like it's falling apart. They need a safe space, a soft place to land. And you show up every time. Without hesitation. You listen to them cry. You comfort them. You hold them through their lowest moments. Because you care. Because you want them to be okay. And deep down, you hope. One day, they'll see. No one gets them like you do. No one stays like you do. But then, when they succeed, when they're happy, when they take a beautiful trip, experience a perfect moment, or simply have a day full of laughter, you don't hear from them. They don't share that joy with you. Your name isn't on their first person to tell list. And you realize you only exist when things fall apart. But when joy arrives, they look elsewhere. Towards someone else. Pushpin. You're not the special person. You're just the convenient person to lean on. Candle. And that truth, even if no one says it aloud, can hurt more than any rejection. Not because you wanted to possess them, but because you gave them the best pieces of your heart. And now, you just wish to be remembered with the same sincerity. Seedling. If this resonates with you, please know, you are not a temporary support beam. You deserve someone who turns to you not only in need, but because they truly want you present. In every moment of their life. So what if you've just realized, your crush only sees you as a friend? Please remember. That doesn't mean you're not good enough. It doesn't mean you're unworthy of love. It simply means the right person, but the wrong role. Seedling, you might be the warm light in someone's life, but not the flame they fall in love with. And that's okay. Because you are still wonderful, deep, and full of love. Someone who deserves a connection that's not vague, not almost, but real, honest love. Sparkles, stay close to those who don't just like you as a friend, but see you as one of a kind. If this video helped you, share it with someone who might also be feeling lost in the friend zone. And always remember, sparkling heart, you deserve to be loved, not just needed.